Polyrhythms. What's the point, right? Okay, this week I heard a couple of great quotes from a couple of my students regarding polyrhythms. The first quote was, "I don't know how these things ever became popular because it just sounds like you're messing up." That's my favorite one. The second quote was, "Man, it sounds like it's wrong, but it's not." Actually, I like that one equally as well. Okay, those are valid statements worth a lot of consideration. Polyrhythms, when learned, and when you are able to execute them freely and in any type of improv setting or even in a structured arrangement, can lead to the analogy that I like to use, giving a baby a loaded gun, is that we can sometimes lose perspective of what we're doing and what we are doing as a drummer, as a timekeeper, and also as a complementary musician in an ensemble. Now, I'm just as guilty as anybody, any other drummer, for using a rehearsal or a jam session or even a gig to explore polyrhythms at the expense of sometimes throwing off my fellow musicians. So, what's the point then of polyrhythms and why use them? Polyrhythms will help you develop a good sense of tempo and a command over time, and it frees up the musician, not just drummers, it frees up the musician to be able to think of interesting patterns and even grooves that are outside of the box. Polyrhythms, in my opinion, are best executed when there is some sense of consistent time going on underneath. Okay? That's the whole point of polyrhythms. It means many rhythms, or one rhythm against another, 5 against 4, 7 against 9, etc. Now, drum solos, I feel, are the best venue to explore polyrhythms, especially, once again, when there is some kind of consistent pulse going on underneath, so that the listener, maybe someone who is not a drummer, will recognize that there's something very interesting going on underneath a consistent basis, a consistent foundation. If you're interested in exploring polyrhythms, I'd really recommend a book by Mr. Peter Magadini called Polyrhythms, A Musician's Guide. If you're interested in drum lessons in the Albuquerque area here in New Mexico, please check out my webpage, drumsbymark.blogspot.com. Now, in a second here, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of polyrhythmic exploration, but all I will be doing are basically 3s and 5s, triplets, which are the mother of all polyrhythms, the most basic polyrhythm that almost anybody can play. I'll be doing triplets, multiples of triplets, meaning 8th note triplets, some 16th note triplets, quarter note triplets, half note triplets with groupings inside of those, and also a few 5s, meaning 5 against 4, and then multiples of 5, which would be also 10 against 4, or 5 over 2. So have fun with this. Remember, it's not going to be too crazy, just a little exploration. And I hope you guys enjoy. Take care until next time.